The NHL season starts next week.
What?
You want to bet?
I believe you.
You should do it at sportsinteraction.com.
Oh,
It's Canada's sports book. Football's back. Baseball playoffs coming up. Hockey season literally next week. You can bet pregame. You can bet live and play like Jesse did when we were at Game 7 for the Leafs, the last time the Leafs played hockey. And, on many of the prop bets, too. You can check them all out. They're great. It's made for Canadians by Canadians. Sports Interaction makes it easy to deposit, play, and cash out. Join now and see all that sports betting has to offer. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. That's sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. Ontario only. 18 plus. Please play responsibly. How do we feel about leading scorer Denis Malgin?
Yo, I told you. He's disgusting. He's a great player.
Best player.
No, I know everyone's down on him because here's what the trade was for a long time. Denis Malgin, who played 8 games and did nothing, for Mason Marchment, who provided a lot that the Leafs lacked, who went on to become an amazing player for the Panthers and just signed a big money deal in Dallas because of how amazing he was with the Panthers. That's what that deal was forever. Malgin led 2 different Swiss teams in scoring throughout that time. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
And I know people are going to point that out. Dude, literally, who cares?
Name the teams.
Oh,
I got it in front of me.
I like it.
One of them, I think, was Lugano.
No.
Shit, I don't know. No, not Zurich. I don't think he played on Zurich. Who did he play for?
Zurich.
Ah, shit.
And Lusani?
I don't know. Lausanne? Lucerne?
Oh,
I don't know.
Switzerland? I don't know.
Switzerland. You have 4 official languages and it screws everything up. How dare you? Anyway.
So yeah, you're 0 for 2.
Yeah, but here's the reality of it. He played 192 NHL games before that trade, which was a lot more than Mason Marchment at the time. I don't know what it is right now. He is younger than Mason Marchment, which a lot of people forget. He's still only 25. He would have been a Leaf for the last 2 years. I would love someone to do a feature on him and ask him, so what went into your decision to go back to Switzerland? Was it that the world stopped? And I imagine, yeah.
And he also probably knew he wasn't going to make the team.
Or he would be a fringe player. And okay, do you want to be a fringe player in what is essentially luxury prison? Or do you want to play hockey in your home country where you only travel within your home country? And it's a lot smaller than Canada.
I think it's a pretty easy choice.
I do too. They're paid well in the Swiss league too. And now, talk about having your cake and eating it too. He's still only 25, and here he is in the NHL, and he's probably going to make it. Sure looks like he's going to make the team out of camp, injuries or not. I don't know. Give him a chance, for God's sake. I just get the sense that there are some Leaf fans actively cheering against him, and that hurts the team that you cheer for.
There seems to be 3 people.
Stop that.
3 people. Well, there's always a whipping boy, right? Remember when...
Why is it Denis Malgin?
I know. By the way, he's 8 games away from having his NHLPA... there's if you play 200 games, you get a pension.
He's also 8 games away from doubling his Leafs game play total. It's 8 is a big number for him.
The funny thing is that every team has a whipping boy who maybe doesn't deserve it. The first one you really kind of caught me onto, and I was like, yeah, you're right, was Mason Raymond on the Canucks, who had a devastating back injury.
Yeah,
and was a very good player. And then Canucks fans are like, he's trash. Get rid of him.
The best team in the league has a worst player.
Yes, but he wasn't that. He was actually a good player.
I don't think he was that. Second of all, you don't understand what a bad player is. Those early 2010s Canucks teams, you don't understand. And then when he came to the Leafs, I was like, see, he's amazing.
19 goals in 82 games, man. He had a 45-point year, signed a 3-year deal with Calgary, and only scored 16 more career goals.
Yeah, he didn't do so good after that, but the Leafs helped him get the bag.
Yeah, it's true. He did secure the bag.
Helped him get the bag.
He had, in 546 games, 251 points. I'd say that's a good career.
Producer Drew was like, I can't believe you guys got Obey Kubel for $1 million. That's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you don't know. You don't know.
What do you mean?
Don't know
Because
what.
he cheered for the Colorado Avalanche, who won the Stanley Cup. And oh no, this guy who's a former like second round pick, no, he's garbage. He's garbage.
Oh, he thinks it was a bad deal?
I was unsure about that.
Yeah, I thought
was
you were
like-
saying it like,
it was
oh,
like
we got him
deal.
a steal. We got Kubel as a steal.
No. I think he's just mad at him for denting the cup. Which isn't it perfect that the guy who like mangled the Stanley Cup is on the Toronto Maple Leafs? I like
great.
that.
Can I ask you a question about training camp? And
So
the
Adam,
Leafs?
sorry, what?
So training camp opens up. You were at media day and all that
was.
fun stuff.
Everyone was in the best shape of their career.
One of the
bet.
storylines, speaking of people being in shape, was Mitch Marner. Luke Fox had this. A couple other reporters had this. They say he beefed up. He's heavier this year. Did you find that? And then what did you think in the preseason? Did you find that he was bigger?
I didn't hear. Let me go look through my phone at the pictures. Let me go stare at a man's legs, whose photo I have on my phone. Hello, William Nylander. Hello, John Tavares, who is also Quadzilla. I mean, you know what? Marner's got huge freaking legs, man. Yeah, I could see that he beefed up a little bit.
9 pounds of muscle over the offseason.
That's what the report
believe
was?
it.
Okay.
9 pounds.
Wow.
I believe that.
That on a frame where like, okay, so they juice up the and not actual juice, but they juice the numbers a little bit on how tall and how big some of
You
these
can wipe
players
your
are.
ass with those numbers.
Yeah, it's like but like if even if Marner's numbers are accurate, he's tiny by NHL standards, even though he's about the same height as you and I are.
He's taller.
I got the
He's
quote.
taller.
I got the quote here from Luke Fox. He says, "One thing the 6-foot right winger has already built on is his frame."
Like Mitch Marner's 6 feet tall.
Are you kidding me? I'll die on the hill that he's 6 feet tall. People don't believe me. I look up at him. I'm 5'10".
Muscling up from 172 to 181. He's proud of the adjustments he's made over the summer, primarily eating healthier with a focus on muscle building nutrition. It's not much of a jump, he says, but it is still a couple of pounds that make you feel a little stronger.
Dude, that's a huge jump. That's 5% of your body weight. Roughly.
Here, I'm gonna.
That's an enormous jump, man. And you know, I mean, obviously it's preseason, so how can you really tell? But Nylander already said, he came out and I love this quote. He was like, yeah, you can already see he's winning more puck battles. It's like, well, of course he's going to say that, but I think that's great. And for Mitch Marner to jump that much is I mean, on you know what I'm talking about when I say skinny guy frames, right?
Yeah,
There are guys like us, Steve, who can put on pounds, no problem. We don't need to have protein shakes to do that.
We have the Luke Shen build.
That's
Or
right.
The Luke and Braden Shen build, and then there's the Cody Eakin build,
There's the-
which is
or the Jesse Blake build.
Yeah, I've told that story before at Team Canada camp many years ago. Braden Shen was on like a calorie counting thing. Cody Eakin, they're like, you need to eat 3,000 calories a day. You know, I heard a story about Nikita Filatov like eating to the point of throwing up
So
because they just wanted him to put on weight.
Steve wanted me to put this picture on the screen. It's Steve and Jesse Pollock.
He does look like Jesse Pollock a little bit.
he
eh?
does.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. It's Steve and Mitch Marner.
Yeah,
who
hockey
looks
player
like
with
Jesse Pollock.
strong-looking legs. Weird.
Yeah, it's I wonder how it's gonna change his game. Like, do we see Mitch Marner get in the corners more and win more puck battles like William Nylander said?
It's
I don't know.
harder to knock off the puck.
I think that's the thing, right? He wins them. He doesn't need to win puck battles with muscle.
Right.
Mitch Marner does win the majority of the puck battles. He just does it other ways other than, hey, I'm going to fucking steamroll this guy.
he gets got maybe twice a season.
Yeah, honestly.
Mhm.
I if there were things that I was like, there's very little bad you can say about Mitch Marner. Very little.
Yeah.
But on the list of things that you maybe could say, well, I'd like to see some improvement there. Winning puck battles isn't one of them. It's just not.
Well, and especially last season, like, oh man, I wish this guy would shoot more and I wish he would score more. He did both those things
Yep.
And he scored a lot of goals.
while being their most important penalty killer. You know, a huge part of what makes the power play tick. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what else you want. And now he's 20. Is he 25? Is he Denis Malgin's age?
25?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think so. Let's triple check.
How old's Willie now?
He's got to be in there too.
Toronto Maple Leaf
26.
player ages. Okay, so I got the team up here. Austin's 25, Mitchie's 25, Willie's 26.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh my God, they're men. They're men now. That's here. Can I throw out a theory? He's a man.
Now.
He's a man now.
Yeah.